Good morning, all of you. Myself, Sonika Yadav, your biology lecturer. Yes, from HCI SDS Senior Secondary School. This is the fourth part of our video in which we discuss about the structure of the Sertoli cells and accessory ducts and accessory glands. So first of all, what is the function of the Sertoli cell? Sertoli cell, it provides nourishment to the germ cells which finally form the sperms. Next one is the function of the Leydig cells. Leydig cells are the cells which are present in the outside region of the seminiferous tubules. It contains mass of cell that is known as the Leydig cells, which synthesize and secrete the male hormone, the testosterone. Testosterone main function is to maintain male sex character. Now we can discuss the accessory duct system. Accessory duct system, in which we discuss about the seminiferous tubules, retitestis, vasa efferentia, epididymis. So first of all, the seminiferous tubules, they are number up to 900 that open into the retitestis. So several retitestis open into vasa efferentia. So many vasa efferentia open into the epididymis. So here so many seminiferous tubules are present, then retitestis, and then retitestis join to form the vasa efferentia, and then finally open into a highly coiled long tubular structure that is known as the epididymis. It is near about 6 meter long structure. It is a highly coiled structure, but here I saw you the simple structure. Epididymis having the three parts: head, body and the tail. This one is the head region, this is the body middle piece, and this one is the tail region. So these are the three parts of the epididymis. Epididymis is the region where sperms store temporarily for 18 to 24 hours. Here the physiological changes takes place in the sperm, and we can say maturation of the sperm takes place. So here sperm temporarily store. After that the sperms move from epididymis to the vas deferens. In the epididymis, sperms are non-motile. So that means they do not have their tail and they are immature. So for the maturation, they stay in the epididymis, and then they move from epididymis to the vas deferens. So epididymis open into vas deferens. It is the ascending part. You can see this is ascend. So it is the ascending part, and it ascends into the abdominal region to loop over the urinary bladder. You can see this is the urinary bladder, and it loop, or we can say turned around the urinary bladder. Yes, we all know testes are in pair. So two vas deferens are present, and which come from both testes. Yes, next one is the ejaculatory duct. Ejaculatory duct is a common duct of the vas deferens and that is seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle a gland. So duct of the seminal vesicle this, and duct of the vas deferens combine at a ampullar region, and it form a duct that is known as ejaculatory duct. This ejaculatory duct help in the passing the sperms and the secretion of the seminal vesicle to this urinary bladder part, that is the urethra, or we can say urinogenital tract. They pass through the prostate gland. Here Here prostate gland present and joined to the urethra. Thank you so much.